Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the greatest show on grass. We're at TPC Scottsdale for the first round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. I'm Luke Elvey alongside my great mate Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing you all the shots, all the colour, all the action are Henny Quirk and John McCarthy. It's going to be a sensational week, and we can't wait to bring you all the action here at 2K Sports. Let's head down to the fifth hole. Before we get into today's action, I'm getting some word that there's a rivalry brewing between Will Zalatoris and our featured player. Henny, surely that can't be right.
Luke, you have heard correctly. There have been texts, phone calls, many exchanges in the lead up to this matchup between the featured player and Will Zalatoris. Things are getting pretty tense down here. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out today.
Cheers, Henny. I appreciate the insight. I'll be interested to see how our featured player fares against the likes of William Zalatoris. Great looking shot, this.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
And this putt to move into the top 10. So close to a birdie, but that'll be a par. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently at +1 for the day. Well, the visuals on this sixth tee, that really presents most of the challenge here.
Yeah, the three bunkers down the left side see a lot of action. Your eyes are just drawn to it, but only the bigger players, the longest players in the game, are able to fly those bunkers.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. This is his second shot. 3 strokes off the lead. Opting for the 9-iron. This one heading towards the green.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
This to tie Will Zalatoris.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. There's few par 3s tougher than this 7th hole at TPC Scottsdale.
I don't think there is one. I mean, you got deep bunker right and to the left-hand side to a green that just seems to repel golf balls time and time again. This is just, it's such a tough shot.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yep, that shot safely on the green. And this putt to move into the top 5. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
Starting this one way out to the left.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. There's a familiar tone about the front 9 par 4s, Rich. A lot of right to left. Here we are at 8. Same sort of tee shot.
And again, you got a couple of bunkers down the left-hand side that your eyes are drawn to, even though your eyes need to be drawn out to the right at that tree. Tons of space out to the right. Those bunkers, those are no good.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. How about the quality of this shot? This might go in. And this putt to move into a tie for third. Okay, let's head to the next. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event. Rich, the par 4 ninth, the visuals off the tee, take us through it.
Unless they have a perfect number to carry that bunker, I think you see a lot of players just lay back with a 3-wood, widen that fairway out. You're still going to have just a short iron for your second.
Oh, that looked good in the air, and now looks great on the ground. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
That's a clever play, that one. Moving up a leaderboard and ahead of their rival. And Rich, as we make the turn, I'm interested in your thoughts on this player's performance so far.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Oh, this is a lovely part of the golf course, Rich. You're in the middle of the fairway at 10, you're thinking birdie, but you've also got the first glimpse of the stadium hole in the background.
Oh, you get the first whiff of the Coliseum behind the 10th, don't you? Yeah, it's a little intimidating here. There's not much to this green. It pitches mostly from back to front. Certainly can get your second shot close, but you know what's lurking. You know what's back there. It'll get your attention.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for the lead. Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at TPC Scottsdale for the second round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate, Rich Beam. It's always great to have you with us. Rich, this player's trailing. Do they have to really step it up and get it going today?
Right now, the top 10, and I got to say, this is a step in the right direction for this player. They haven't showed much over the year, so right now, some positive vibes happening for him.
We'll head down to the 11th hole now. Not a bad line, this one. Second shot here on the 11th. Was special.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This one's for birdie. So close. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well played, mate. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line.
Getting better.
Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Oh, so close to a birdie. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Currently 8 under overall. Hole number 13 is a par 5.
It's a tee shot, Luke, that you're not afraid of, but still there's danger both left and right if you're not careful. But listen, these guys love this tee shot, and when you love a tee shot, you usually perform.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
Okay, step one done. And we've found the fairway off the tee on 13. Are we trying to lay up here or find the surface?
Laying up? Did I just hear you say lay up, Luke? Who are you? Nobody lays up on a par 5 from the middle of the fairway, and certainly not you today. Go for it. We're going to take out the 3-wood or whatever it is, and we're just going to let this thing sail, baby.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Good opportunity here to move into a tie for 3rd. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 14th is a par 4. Wow, what a shot. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's catch up with Will Zalatoris. Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. Oh, it's in the hole. And for birdie.
Uh-oh. There could be trouble ahead. The rival is coming.
This putt to get to 10 under par. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And that puddle drop. Well done. Currently 9 under for the event. Hole number 15 is a par 5.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in 2.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Standing here in the center of the fairway on 15, you feel like you've achieved something, getting a tee ball in play. But now you're set up with a real challenge here in this risk-reward nature.
Your caddy is sitting there. Well, how do you feel, Pro, about hitting your long irons or fairway wood? He knows probably more than you do. You want to go for it. The best players in the game are excellent with their long irons and fairway woods. But listen, if you're not, lay up and wedge it close with your 3rd shot. 6 and 7s come by going forward in 2.
He's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Well, that one's come off the blade with intent.
Good putt there. That'll work.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he's looking good. Just birdied his last hole.
Gee, if this is up, it could be in. Oh, well played.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
A birdie putt awaits. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, I could see you on the edge of your seat all day. It really was one of those cliffhanger performances. This player has a slender lead.
Absolutely, Luke. You always want to have the biggest lead possible, but I gotta say, one stroke is better than none.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back in Scottsdale for the third round of the WM Phoenix Open. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam as always, and delightful to have you with us. Rich, this player starts their round in the lead. What's the game plan for them today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack. So they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
We're going down to the fourth hole now. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. And he's down there. You got a read?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Well holed. Let's move on. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
It is sneaky difficult. Just a straightaway hole with that bunker on the right. That is menacing. And even funnier, I've seen a lot of shots miss even further right. And Oscar Bravo.
Second shot here on the 5th. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. Oh, my. Gee, you don't see that very often. Superb shot. Just a 4-footer remaining. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Looks to be making tough work of this hole.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
This is from miles away. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole. And the par just slides by. Unfortunate bogey coming up. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And we've arrived at a par 3. Going with the 5-wood. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par. That's disappointing. And this one will be for bogey. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are, hole 8. It's a par 4.
Yeah, dogleg from right to left. Again, your eyes are drawn towards those bunkers down the left, but they should be at that tree in the center of the fairway.
Awesome stuff.
His second shot here. 3 shots off the lead.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
And now this to move into a tie for second place. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. We're at the great stage of this tournament, Rich, just a round to play.
Yes, and it should be a doozy. Looking forward to it.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Nice to be with you again. All the hooting and hollering is done here at the WM Phoenix Open. It's time to find out who wins here at TPC Scottsdale. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam, and it's great to have you with us. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Final round, they're in the top 5, but let's face it, their golf hasn't been stellar this week. It's been good, but not stellar. That's what the leaders in front of them are doing, stellar golf. So this player really needs to make something happen going into this final round if they have any hope to win.
Well, step 1 complete. We're in the middle of the fairway here on 13. Rich, you getting after this green in 2?
Yeah, there's plenty of green up there to work with, both right and left. You know, ball lands a green. It could go long, cause you some problems. Bunkers up front, we'll see a lot of action. But again, it's just all about your short game.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
What a putt that was. He's going along quite nicely in second place.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole. And he's right in the thick of it. Needs to really make a move soon, though. Atta boy, good shot. And this is a mighty performance. Look at the player creeping up the leaderboard at just the right time.
Yeah, grinding it out there, slowly but surely moving up that leaderboard.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in 2.
Good-looking shot, this. Well, there's a sense of relief as we stand in the middle of the fairway here on 15, Rich, but the second shot's not that much easier.
Speak for yourself. I find the second shot more intimidating than the tee shot. To an island green, depending on what kind of, long iron or fairway wood you're going in with, this is a very intimidating second shot. If you're not comfortable, hitting long irons or fairway woods, this is not a hole you want to go for in 2.
That seemed like the right play at the right time.
With this player sitting just 1 back, what a time to hit a great tee shot.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Tricky one here. This one's going down the hill as well as moving to the left.
You can either chip it in or putt it in from off the green. This will be a clutch up and down for him. Very crafty, that shot.
Judging it beautifully.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This is for par.
Well, you're going to take your hat off to this performance. Now 23 under par with a handful of holes left to play.
Oh, it's time to dig in and give it your all coming down the final few.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And this putt to move into a tie for first place.
And only 2 holes to go afterwards, Luke. Big opportunity.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
Big feet to the cup. And after that, sitting now 23 under for the tournament. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
If you're going to take out a driver, be mindful. The fairway does canter from right to left, so the golf ball could kick in that water hazard. Bailing out to the right, there's no shame in that. You always have an opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Well, that'll work there. He's setting up for his second shot. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? 14-footer. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt is breaking right to left.
Oh, just missed the par. That'll be a drop shot on this hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round. Needs to make a move soon. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And this putt is for a final score of 63. It's disappointing. So close to a birdie. Can he finish off his day with a par at the last? He's done a good job in the clubhouse in second place. 2 shots off the lead. But he'll be glued to the TV and from the clubhouse as the leaders trying to close out their round. Rich, obviously close but no cigar. But you've just got to hand it to this player for making that final round charge.
It was impressive. From the very opening tee shot, this player was focusing on making birdies early and often. Unfortunately, not able to make enough today to get the victory. Still a lot of fun to watch.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the beautiful Pacific Palisades in California, it's the first round of the Genesis Invitational. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group today, and John McCarthy is on the course as well. And Rich, we're set up for a great week here at Riviera Country Club. The stars will be out. What makes this place so special?
I think it's not only the golf course, but the history behind it, Andrew. If you look back, Ben Hogan had a great run here, won 2 LA Opens here, also the US Open. I just look at this golf course as it's so special, so difficult, but it's right in front of you. There's nothing hidden about it. It's right there for the taking, but in the end, though, it's going to beat you up pretty good if you're not on top of your game. This, to me, is probably one of the most complete golf courses you can play in the U.S.
That was really well played. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This one's breaking left to right.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Not sure if that was a misread, but it comes up short. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Time for a par 5 as we've hit the 11th hole.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
I like that one. Let's see how aggressive it becomes out of the sand. 6 feet to the hole.
Little birdie looking here.
That looked good all the way. All right, that one is behind us. As we move on to the next hole, we take a quick peek at the leaderboard, and he is in a tie for 4th.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
And back to the play, shall we? This one from about 160 yards out. Just one stroke back in this tournament. That's inside the house of opportunity. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. And that should secure the par on this one. Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
We've hit a par 4. It's the 13th hole.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That's the way to do it here at 13. A birdie putt coming up.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And with that, he moves to 3 under par for the championship. Rich, what a way to kick off the week. A fun day in the booth.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to be alongside you, my friend.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Who will stick around for the weekend? Our coverage of the Genesis Invitational continues as we get into our second round coverage. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Glad to have you back with us. As we begin our coverage today, our featured player is at 3 under par. That's going to work nicely for him. Second shot here on the first. That's a good one to build momentum on. Well, don't let this opportunity slide by. An eagle chance. so close. A tap in left for birdie. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Oh, well played. And now let's take a look at Lydia Co. Here's our leader giving us another reason why they're on top.
What an amazing shot.
Well, there's a scorecard saver, Rich. That's perfection. Well, Rich, when she exploded onto the scene as a precocious young teenager, winning early, dominating the women's game, New Zealand had a bright young star in Lydia Ko, and it's only continued to shine right throughout her career. She's a lot to marvel at, isn't she?
She is, and it never ceases to amaze me, Luke, how players at such a young age have so much success, and then they taper off a little bit. Not fall away, but they taper off, and the game doesn't quite go the way it's always gone their entire life. They struggle. But then when they do come back, it's like they're even better than what they were before. And I think that's what you see in Lydia. You know, she came out and a wunderkind, was winning everything at a young age, amateur, then professional. And then
she exploded onto the scene.
She exploded, and then there was just a little bit of a drop-off, you know, and a little bit of confidence got shaken, which, like, how did that happen? She's the most confident person out there. She's beating everybody. And then all of a sudden she fails, and, you know, kind of changes things up a little bit, you know, knocks the dirt off and gets right back on that horse and starts winning again. I'm always fascinated by that, because when you lose your confidence as a golfer, it's so hard to get it back, because sometimes what happened to you is the death of you. You're just like, I can't shake, you know, whatever got into my brain or into my swing. I can't quite shake that, and I can't forget about it. And she's done so seamlessly. Hats off to her. I love watching her game. I love watching her play. But I'm more fascinated by the fact that she's come back stronger, I believe, than she was when she first came out.
Five under at the moment, currently leading this event. Wow, I thought that was in. Needs this to drop to save par. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Nothing too much in this, just a little movement right to left.
Well done to get that one to go in. And as we head to the next hole, our featured player is up by 1. And now teeing off on this par 4.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. 9 feet remaining to the cup. Man, that was close. Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Before we say goodbye, a last check of the leaderboard, and Lydia Ko is out in front. Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and we'll see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's moving day at Riviera, and our third-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational is set to begin. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you with us today. Here we go on 2K Sports. Our leader is at 5 under par.
That is absolutely spot on.
Henny has been walking all day. What do you see in this lie?
The bunker has not been kind to him, Andrew. This is really nasty.
That would have been one for the highlight reel. This is a 6-footer. Wow. 4 feet left to the hole. And the putt will go. How about the resilience on this hole?
In the bunker off the tee. Good job getting this back in play.
We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. A lot to like about that one. Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here. And currently leading the event by 1 stroke. This is pitching wedge on the way. The ball settles just off the fairway. Right now it's 7 under par. Setting up in the greenside rough. Is this one going to go down? Oh, what a shot there.
Ooh, lovely little pitch shot there.
And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 9th.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
7 under for the tournament. Currently leading this event. Oh, almost had it. This putt for par. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
On the tee of the par 4 10th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That'll work there. Standing over his second shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here. Sitting at -8 for the tournament.
To the 11th, and it's a par 5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
On the green in 2. How about that?
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Let's check in with Henny.
If this goes in, this is going to be putt of the century. This is huge. Starts off looking good.
And still looking good. Let him in.
You rotten thing.
And just to clean up this birdie. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And as we move things along, our featured player is up by 3 shots. Only 18 holes remain, and our featured player is in first place.
Nothing better than seeing your name on top of that leaderboard with just 1 round to go.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Bean, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome back to Riviera. It's the final round of the Genesis Invitational. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. And as things get underway, our featured player is at 9 under par. We're going to go down to number 14 now. It's never easy to close things out. This is the time to get it done. Oh, come on, let him in. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Some magic by the green. You gotta love it.
Beautifully played chip for birdie.
As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Time for the tee shot at 15.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
This shot will come out of the fairway bunker.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
Yeah, this one's missing left.
Trying to get to 14 under for the event. Henny is greenside.
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
All right, not bad from there. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole.
Ooh, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will be right.
Four feet to the cup. And the par putt just slides by there. That's disappointing. And that's a bogey, unfortunately. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Time now for the par 5 17th hole.
at all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Time now for the third. 4 shots clear of the field. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. This putt is for par. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3. Now to 18, the par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Our leader has done it again. Here it is, a putt to win it all. John, give us a read on this putt.
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
So close to a birdie. All right, it's time to end this right here. There it is. Our featured player wins the Genesis Invitational.
And no better venue than Riviera Country Club to win.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.